speeches, campaign trucks, and photographs. This might look like campaigning during normal times, but they aren't.
Because this is an election during the coronavirus pandemic, candidates try to give speeches from trucks that are socially distant from voters. Handshakes are replaced with glove fist pumps and thumbs ups. Staffers wear face masks that match their party's colors. In late February, South Korea was one of the worst virus-hit countries, but 2 months later, it moved ahead with the national election. Meanwhile, the pandemic has pushed dozens of countries to postpone their elections, including some U.S. primaries.
I'm speaking to you from my home.
And forced candidates to cancel rallies and go online.
Outside Korea, elections are either being suspended or being conducted in a very restrictive manner. But here in Korea, there's a dose of normalcy, but with a few adjustments.
So here's how I voted in a nationwide election amid the pandemic.
Please make your way to platform 4.
Voting in person now has a lot more steps. First, a temperature check. Then a pump of hand sanitizer. Before the plastic gloves come on.
There are a lot of candidates running.
And at early voting stations, when it comes to ID checks, fingerprint scanners have been replaced with a stylus and a tablet.
I'm wearing a mask because everyone else is wearing it. Other precautions that officials here are taking include social distancing. Voters are being asked to stand 1 meter apart.
And the government even set up early voting stations at treatment facilities for COVID-19 patients. South Korea was able to go ahead with its election in part because the country has been taking a different approach to containing the virus compared to most Western countries. The government is using an ambitious strategy of stringent testing, contact tracing, and isolation, which earned praise from the WHO. South Korea initially emerged as the second worst hit nation after China, but after 2 months, it has successfully flattened the curve. The country is also not under any sort of strict nationwide lockdown because most people here have been complying with social distancing guidelines. Masks were also common before the pandemic hit. All this has helped keep campaigning close and personal, with some minor adjustments. Gloves, face masks, and microphone slipcovers are essential for every campaign team. One candidate, eager to introduce himself to voters, ditched the face mask for a transparent shield.
If I take a mask, my voters cannot notice who are you.
As the fear of coronavirus gradually subsides with fewer new infections, Koreans have become more relaxed about safety precautions. On the campaign trail, people slipped down their face masks for cheek-to-cheek selfies. One voter even unwrapped candy with her bare hands and popped it into the mouth of a candidate. Korean health authorities continue to warn that quickly returning to normal life could spark a new outbreak. But if this vote runs without causing a subsequent spike in infections, it may provide a roadmap for other countries with elections during this unprecedented year of the pandemic.